Everyone. So I'm making a video on YouTube today, and honestly it has been so long, and I have been actually making a lot of videos lately. If you follow me on Periscope, I am Brittany Faith on there. And it's really such a cool app. You basically get to stream live and communicate with people at the same time. So I've really been enjoying that, but I find that it's a little frustrating that the videos only stay up for 24 hours. There is an option to keep them longer, which I do for some of my videos, which is on catch.me. I'll link all of this information below. However, it's not the same as YouTube, obviously, and I feel like not as many people are able to see the content. And when I'm going really in depth about some of my favorite products, including skincare, health, just anything that I'm really passionate about, I feel like I wish that content was in a place that was available to everybody to keep watching and replaying and to share more. So that's where I feel like YouTube and Periscope, they're both such great platforms, but I don't want to just stick to one. And I tend to do that. With my blog, I tend to sometimes neglect my blog, and I'll be on Instagram a lot. So it's one of those things where you need to find balance. But anyway, I'm also so used to being on Periscope now that I'm used to kind of rambling, and I forget that YouTube, I have to kind of not edit myself, but I can't be, talking a mile a minute. But today I want to talk to you guys about my skincare routine and some of the products that I've been absolutely loving. As you know, I review many products. So when I find things that I really stick to and I find that I'm starting to run out of, that means that I really, really love it. So that's kind of how I know that I really love something, is if I'm kind of consistently using it, and also if I see that it's the bottle starting to go down, it's like, oh, okay, I definitely am liking that product. So to start out, I will start by talking about cleansing. So I have my little bag of goodies here. For cleansing, I always double cleanse, and I'm a huge advocate of double cleansing, especially if you wear makeup, because it's so important. I really advocate using oils, organic oils on your face first to kind of massage in your face and your neck, wherever you apply makeup, and kind of just start to lift that makeup off. Now, after I rub my face with oil, I don't have that here with me now, but I like to use organic sweet almond oil or jojoba oil, and I'll basically just put a little bit in my palm. I will massage it into my hands, and then I will rub it all over my face. First, I always wipe off my eye makeup, always. So I'll start out with my eyes, and then I'll take a muslin cloth and I'll just wipe that off, and then I'll massage the rest of my face. And I prefer using a dry cloth to wipe off my makeup rather than a wet cloth. So I'll just kind of go down and just wipe off the makeup. And then immediately after that, I use the Blissoma. This is the Blissoma Free Rejuvenating Herbal Gel Cleanser and Makeup Remover. This has soap bark and yerba mate in it. It's like really high in antioxidants, and it really cleanses wonderfully. And this can be used as a makeup remover as well. So that's why I like to go in with this after the oil cleanse, just to remove anything that I didn't get. And you'll see if you use another cloth, after you do your first cleanse, there's still remnants of makeup. I'm always amazed at how much is still left over. That's why I always love to double cleanse. I really love this. It's awesome. It takes off all the makeup. It never has irritated my skin. And 3 times a week, I use this congested skin cleanser, Million Right Skincare. I love this stuff. I got this as a sample. This is a sample size, I believe, in my goodie bag that I got from the Indie Beauty Expo, which I attended, and debuted my makeup line with Modern Minerals and Lotus Way. I came out with a lip gloss and blush, which I will do a YouTube video on very soon. And this was featured in the bag that they gave away, and for acne-prone, congested, and normal skin types. And I would describe my skin, and I probably should have said this in the beginning of the video. My skin, I would say, is dry to combo, and I am prone to hormonal acne. So when I break out around here. Almost exclusively. It's very rare for me to break out anywhere else, and if I do, it's usually like on my forehead. It's always around here, which is basically hormonal related, also stress related. So I get, those breakouts, and it's really frustrating. And for me, because I'm so fair, I get really intense hyperpigmentation. So after I'll heal the acne breakout, I get the redness that's left over, which is very frustrating. Then, a random hormonal acne, the only thing that I get is sometimes I'll notice I get under my eye area, and I know a lot of people deal with this, and it can be, a lot of people call it milia, and it's basically just like little clogged pores underneath your eye, and it can be from using heavy eye creams. Some people are just prone to it. I tend to get that underneath my eye area, just like 1 or 2 little bumps. I found that this has been super helpful. Also, this helps with blackheads. I don't really have blackheads, but I think that this would be awesome if you do and you suffer from that, because it's just for any type of congestion. It has a tiny bit of salicylic acid. And again, oh, I forgot to mention this. My skin is sensitive, hypersensitive. I mean, just to touch my skin, my face will turn red. I recommend this. It's like the most beautiful pink color, and it smells like strawberries. I wish you could see this better, but it has like natural AHAs in it, so it helps to kind of manually exfoliate your skin without actually exfoliating. I only use this 3 times a week. I believe you can use it every day if your skin is very prone to congestion and acne, but I only need to use this 3 times a week, and I find that it really helps to keep those breakouts at bay around my mouth, and if I'm having the breakouts, it helps to clear it up a lot quicker. It also just gives my whole face just a cleaner feel, because I can tell that, those little bumps are gone. And again, it feels almost like you exfoliated, but you didn't. So if you have sensitive skin, or you're prone to acne or congestion, you really need this. It's awesome. Right after cleansing, I always spritz my face with some type of hydration, just because my skin tends to get really dry after I cleanse. No matter what I cleanse with, my skin is just like, give me moisture, So I love the Evan Healy. This is called the Rose Geranium Facial Tonic Hydrosol. They actually call it Hydrosol instead of sol, which I think is really cute. And I love on the back, they have these like beautiful poems. This says, "May all beings everywhere be happy and free." So this is awesome. I love Evan Healy. I feel like it's such an amazing brand. I don't feel like it's talked about enough. It's just wonderful. I'm obsessed with these facial tonics. It just smells like rose and geranium. It will kill any bacteria on the face. And it says it balances oil/dry combination skin. So this is good for combo, dry, normal, any kind of type of skin. Really good for acne. And often what I like to do is, after I do a few spritz of that, I will immediately go in with my Kypris antioxidant dew. This stuff is great, you guys. It's full of antioxidants. It's so replenishing. And if you have really oily skin, like really oily, you won't even need to use an oil or a moisturizer after you use this. This can be your moisturizer completely, because it's very hydrating. For me, I need and I like to have an added kind of barrier on my skin, because my skin can get very dry, especially in my cheek and nose area. So I like to add the oil, but you do not need another oil if you have very oily skin. You can use this on its own, but I like to mix this with other Kypris products, specifically the Kypris Beauty Elixir 3 Prismatic Array. This stuff is so beautiful, you guys. Also, this is huge. Both of these are free of essential oils. Now, I'm an essential oil lover. I love essential oils for aromatherapy, for an array of health issues, headaches, things like that. I love it for perfumes. Amazing. I also love it on the skin. However, if you have hypersensitive skin like I do, I find that I can only tolerate essential oils in a small amount. So for instance, if I'm using an essential oil that's, say, in my cleanser, then I try to limit using the essential oils in my oil. If I have essential oils that are in my makeup, then I don't want my moisturizer to have the essential oils, just because I can react very easily. So I love that both of these are free of essential oils, because if you have sensitive skin, or if you just don't like essential oils, these are wonderful. So usually what I'll do is I'll do 1 to 4 drops of this in the palm of my hand, and then I will immediately do 1 to 4 drops of the Prismatic Array Elixir, which contains the most beautiful oils, and I believe it has licorice in it too, which is helpful for hyperpigmentation. So I'll put those in the palm of my hand, and then I'll mix together with a little spritz of this, and I'll just pat it into my skin. I'll also go down my neck, my décolleté, all around, and just pat into the skin. And it absorbs so beautifully into the skin, and immediately I'll start to see like a glow. I love these products. I have a full review of these coming up on my blog, but honestly, I have been really, really loyal to testing them out. I have a tendency to, talk about it too quickly and not really give it like months of time to work, and I'm trying to do that because I really want to see how it works long term on my skin, so that I can give you guys a better idea of how it's working for me and how I can see the benefits that it's actually doing for my skin, right? So that's why I've been taking a long time on that, but I did have to talk about them because I'm working on my review, and I can say that I highly recommend these, and these have worked for me so well. The other Kypris product that I've been using is the Clearing Serum. This is wonderful for acne-prone skin, or say you have normal skin and you very rarely break out, but you don't want to break out. Who does, right? You can use this to kind of combat breakouts. What I like to do is use this, I would say, anywhere from 2 to 5 times a week. I will use this. If it's around that time of the month, I'll use it every day, every time I do my skincare routine, because it really helps to fight off any bacteria. And it's also very moisturizing. It's calming to the skin. This does contain essential oils. I believe it has lavender, tea tree. It smells beautiful, and you only need the tiniest amount. You can also just use this on areas that are of concern. So, for instance, if I'm going to be using this in my routine, I will put this on first, right after cleansing, and then go in with the antioxidant dew and the oil. But if I'm only using it as a spot treatment, I will just kind of apply, it has kind of like a gel texture to it. I don't know if you can see this. It's kind of like a jelly, almost like aloe vera, and I'll just apply it a little bit to the spots that I need, and it immediately kind of just sinks in. You'll notice that within a day or two of using this, your pimples, cystic acne, irritation will just start to diminish. It's amazing stuff. I love, love, love this. I can't speak highly enough about Kypris Beauty. I just think that Chase, who's the owner and creator of Kypris Beauty, her products are just beautiful, and she has invested so much time into research and just dedication to this line, and I honestly I trust her opinion so much, and she's absolutely beautiful. If you've ever seen her skin, it's like, who wouldn't want skin like that? She's just a beautiful woman and just so smart, and I love people who are passionate about their brands and their products. It just makes you, I don't know, when you hear somebody talking about their products in such a passionate way, it just makes you that much more excited about it. And that's how she is with her products, and I understand why, because they are absolutely stunning. Tea break. Today I'm having Tulsi tea, holy basil tea. I love holy basil tea. And this is a new owl cup that I got from my friend Taylor. Isn't this adorable? I love it. Another product that I cannot live without, I tend to sing when I'm excited, is this Zyderma HS Silver Shield Antimicrobial Clarifying Cream. I also picked this up at the Indie Beauty Expo. This stuff is fantastic, like almost like a miracle, and I feel like, how did I not know about this years ago? Because it works for everything. It basically contains silver, which works as an antibacterial, antimicrobial. It works, if you go to the website, which I'll link below, it lists of all the different types of bacteria that it works on. So this actually works on just more than acne. This will work for eczema. This will work for rosacea, for dermatitis, for shingles. If you shave and you have an irritation, you get those hair follicles, this will clear that up like overnight. What I like to do with this is after I apply my Kypris oils, after I apply the oil and it's all set in, I'll go in with the tiniest bit of this and just rub it in around my mouth, since that's where I'm so prone to the acne. Think of it as a barrier for bacteria coming in. So I like to just apply it around my mouth, even if I am not breaking out at the moment, just to protect that area. Go in and just rub it in. It sinks in immediately. I'll also use it on my forehead. Sometimes I use it all over my face. It's very calming for dermatitis or eczema or redness if your skin gets really red. So I'll do that at night. And then in the morning, I also use this as well underneath my moisturizer, which I'll talk about in a second. Bonus, it works as an awesome makeup primer. It actually helps the makeup to stay on longer. I don't know what it is about it, but it's wonderful. Now, my moisturizer. My favorite is the CV Skin. Can you see this? The CV Skin Calming Moisture Cream. I've talked about CV Skin for maybe 3.5 years now, maybe longer than that. Ever since I discovered them, I've talked about them and I love them. I'm a dedicated fan. I've told everybody that it's basically my holy grail skincare line. I can't live without this, because if I have any skin emergency, the first thing I go to is CV Skin. It was created by the owner, Brita. She actually, her father suffered from cancer. He actually passed away. And while he was going through chemotherapy, she developed this line to help people with chemotherapy. So, and they get a lot of skin irritation. Your skin is super sensitive when you're going through chemotherapy. So for anybody who has sensitive skin, if this is benign enough to use on sensitive patients that are going through chemotherapy, then you can imagine how great this is for any other type of skin. So I love to use this in the morning. So I just apply a little bit of this, and I also use this all around my neck, and especially I focus it on my cheeks, around my nose, and it sinks in immediately. It's absolutely beautiful, so healing, great for all skin types. And yeah, I love this stuff. Cannot speak highly enough of it. And speaking of CV Skin, something else I can't live without is their Rescue Relief Spray. And this can be used on the face, the body, the scalp, really anywhere. But I love to use this as a setting spray for my makeup. It helps my makeup last longer. It has aloe vera, has healing mushrooms in it. It's beautiful. It smells wonderful, and it gives you a glow on your face if you use it over your makeup. So I love to use this after I apply my makeup. Eye products. So now that I have turned 30, I'm being extra careful about my eye area. And I have been using eye products since I was probably about 25. But I wish I had been a little bit more dedicated to my eye care routine, just because the earlier you start, the better. But I have to say, I have been really good about it. And in the morning, I apply 1 drop of the L'Oreal Skin Eye Serum. And literally 1 drop is enough for both eyes and more. So when I apply it, I'll dab it all around the under eye, and then I massage it all into my brow area, everything. It's in really quickly. So for those of you who have used like oil serums or just oils on your eye and feel like it just like leaves a greasy feeling, this does not do that. It sinks in immediately, and just 1 drop goes the longest way. It also helps with under eye circles, which I suffer from pretty badly. It helps with puffiness, irritation. Great for those who are prone to eye dermatitis or eye eczema, especially in the winter. Love this. And then on that same page of L'Oreal Skin, who I love L'Oreal Skin, this is her eye balm, and I use this at night because this is more concentrated and hydrated, and it's in a balm formation. So I like to use just the tiniest bit of this stuff. It's so potent. It smells like lavender. It's beautiful. So I'll just dab a tiny bit of this again around my eye, and I like to massage it into my eyebrows. So these are the products I use for my eyes, and I love them. For kind of treatments and things like that, all-time favorite face mask and treatment is to use organic raw Manuka honey. I just apply the honey all over my face, and I will leave this on anywhere from 15 minutes to 45 minutes. It is so high in antimicrobial, antibacterial, antifungal properties. It's also super hydrating. So this is great for fighting acne. This is great for clearing eczema, dermatitis, irritation, itchiness, anything. I love honey. Unless you're allergic to honey or you're vegan and you don't use honey, I cannot stress enough how much you should use honey in your skincare routine because it's awesome. I use this at least twice a week. Sometimes I will use this as a face wash if I don't feel like using something else, or if I'm feeling my skin's feeling really finicky and just kind of stressed out. I'll apply this and leave it on. It's very calming. You can use raw honey. I just prefer Manuka honey because it's more active and just a lot more powerful. Another thing that I've been really enjoying is the Board and Batten, formerly Farm to Skin. This is called the Begin Again Microfacial Buff and Mask. So this is a mask and a scrub, and it's loose powder. So you just apply a little bit in the palm of your hand, and you can use this with water, or you can mix this in with honey. You could use yogurt if you wanted to, whatever it is that you like to use. And it contains organic cornstarch, organic quinoa flour, organic oat flour, honey, sodium cocoa isonate, organic pineapple fruit extract, and organic apple fruit extract. So this helps to encourage cell turnover, and it foams. So it has like a little bit of a foaminess. So it's great to just kind of really quickly exfoliate the face. Maybe if you're in a rush, I would recommend this. It's awesome to just get like a really nice cleansed and exfoliated feeling without irritating the face. And I also like to use this as a mask. So I'll mix a little bit of this in with my Manuka honey and leave this on up to about 15 to 20 minutes and then wash it off. So I've been really enjoying this. It's an awesome product. Another thing that I love is this little cognac sponge, and it's in the shape of a heart, which is from One Love Organics, and they're a great brand as well. I love this little guy, and this is what it looks like when it's not wet, so it hasn't like expanded. But basically you just run this under warm water and it will turn into a nice mushy sponge. And I will sometimes use this with my cleanser. So I'll apply some of the Jillian Wright congested skin cleanser into this and then massage around my skin for just an added exfoliation. Or you can use this on your own with a little bit of water. Sometimes I do that if I don't want to use any cleanser. If my skin's really, really sensitive, I'll do that. So yeah, those are all the products that I've been absolutely loving right now and have been really, really helping my skin. And I've been trying to slowly add in any new products. I like to give each product a few months to work so that I see how it's working for me, how it's working for my skin. And that's how I do it now, because I find that if I go in too quickly and start using a product, then I'll use another product and another, and then I'll start breaking out or something will happen and I don't know what product it was from. So the best way to do it is to add in one product at a time and use that consistently with your routine and see how your skin reacts. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please let me know if you want to see more YouTube videos, and I will definitely do more. And thank you so much for watching, and yeah, check out all the links below. Thanks guys. Bye.